Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Let's get to the news. The NFL offseason is always buzzing with anticipation, rumors, and potential blockbuster moves, and this year is no different. The Dallas Cowboys, a franchise with a storied history and a passionate fan base, are once again at the center of speculation. Recent reports suggest that the Cowboys are engaged in serious negotiations to acquire tight end Evan Engram from the Denver Broncos, a move that could significantly bolster their offensive arsenal, especially in the passing game. The details are still unfolding, but sources close to the talks indicate that the Cowboys are willing to part with a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick in 2027 to bring Engram into the fold. While nothing has been officially confirmed yet, insiders say that the deal is close to being finalized, which has fans buzzing with excitement and anticipation. Before diving into the specifics of the potential trade, it's crucial to understand what this move could mean for Dallas, both strategically and historically. But first, let's take a comprehensive look at the Cowboys' current state, their recent performance, and what they bring to the table in 2024. The Dallas Cowboys. A brief historical context asterisk: the Dallas Cowboys, established in 1960, are one of the most recognizable and successful franchises in NFL history. With a record 8 Super Bowl titles, 35 playoff appearances, and numerous Hall of Famers, think of legends like Roger Staubach, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and more. The Cowboys have built a rich legacy of excellence, resilience, and iconic moments. Their fan base, known as America's Team, has a national presence, and the franchise's brand transcends football, making every move scrutinized and celebrated. In recent years, the Cowboys have been a perennial playoff team, with their core roster built around a talented quarterback, a solid offensive line, and a defense that has seen ups and downs. The team's journey to the NFC Championship game in 2022, where they narrowly lost to the San Francisco 49ers, was a testament to their competitive spirit, but also exposed areas needing improvement. The 2023 season saw Dallas finishing with a 12-5 record, securing a solid playoff spot, but ultimately falling short of the Super Bowl. Their offensive ranks ranked in the top 10 in yards per game, around 370, and their defense was among the top 12 in points allowed, but inconsistencies in critical moments, especially in the passing offense, have been a concern. Current state of the Cowboys' offense and defense: offensively, Dak Prescott has been a steady leader, throwing for over 800 yards last season with a completion percentage of 66.3%. His touchdown-to-interception ratio, 32-10, indicates his ability to make big plays while minimizing mistakes, but there's room for growth, especially in high-pressure playoff situations. The running game, led by Tony Pollard, has been effective, averaging around 4.2 yards per carry, but the team has lacked a consistent tight end threat capable of stretching defenses and providing Prescott with reliable targets in critical third-down situations. Defensively, the Cowboys have been formidable, with a front seven anchored by stars like Micah Parsons, who had an explosive breakout season with 13.5 sacks, and DeMarcus Lawrence, a veteran pass rusher with over 8 sacks last year. Their secondary, featuring Trevon Diggs and their safeties, has been solid but susceptible to big plays at times. The team's overall defensive efficiency ranked in the top 10 league-wide, but injuries and inconsistent run defense have been points of concern. Why the potential acquisition of Evan Engram matters: enter Evan Engram, a dynamic tight end who has been one of the most intriguing and versatile players at his position since entering the league in 2017. His skill set perfectly complements the Cowboys' offensive philosophy: fast, athletic, and able to create mismatches. Standing at 6'3" and weighing 240 pounds, Engram is a speedster at tight end, clocking a blazing 4.42-second 40-yard dash. His route running is precise, his hands are reliable, and he's adept at creating separation, making him a nightmare for defenders. His *ability to stretch the field vertically as well as operate in tight spaces makes him a dual threat. Statistics and performance highlights ***, career stats ***. Over 6 seasons, Engram has amassed more than 100 receiving yards with an average of 5 yards per reception and 30 touchdowns. His best season came in 2021 with the New York Giants, where he recorded 600 yards and 3 touchdowns in just 14 games, showcasing his big play potential. Recent performance, 2025. Last season, he posted 80 receptions for 900 yards and 7 touchdowns, with a yards after catch average of 6.2 yards, placing him among the top 8 tight ends league-wide in that metric. Despite battling a hamstring injury that limited him to approximately 75% of snaps after Week 6, Engram demonstrated resilience and athleticism, often making clutch catches in critical moments. Advanced metrics. According to PFF, Engram's grade in 2025 was an impressive 86.8, reflecting his reliability, route discipline, and ability to win contested catches. His yards per route run, a key indicator of offensive impact, was 2.4, significantly higher than the league average for tight ends, around 1.8. His separation rate on routes was 3.2 yards, making him a consistent target for Prescott. How Engram fits into the Cowboys' offensive scheme. The Cowboys' offensive scheme thrives on a balanced attack, effective run game complemented by explosive passing plays. Engram's addition would elevate their passing attack to new heights, especially on third down and in red zone situations. Asterisk third down efficiency. Last season, Dallas converted around 38% of third downs, but with Engram, that number could rise to over 45%. His quick acceleration and reliable hands make him an ideal target in congested areas, helping Prescott extend drives. Red zone threat asterisk. With his size and athleticism, Engram can be a mismatch against linebackers and safeties in tight coverage. His red zone touchdown rate last season was 8.7%, and he has the ability to win contested catches in the back of the end zone. Stretching the field asterisk. His speed allows him to beat linebackers on seam routes and stretch defenses vertically, creating more space for other receivers like C.D. Lamb and Brandon Cook. This would open up the offense and reduce predictability, making Dallas more unpredictable and dangerous. Impact on the defense and defensive strategy. While the focus is often on offense when discussing such a move, the defensive implications are equally important. More explosive plays and sustained drives mean the defense can rest and stay fresh, reducing the risk of fatigue and mistakes. Additionally, the threat of Engram on the field could influence opposing defenses to adjust their coverage schemes, possibly opening up opportunities for Micah Parsons and the pass rush to generate more pressure without as much double-teaming. The context of the Denver Broncos rebuild. Now, let's consider the other side, the Denver Broncos. Last season, Denver finished with a 6-11 record, a disappointing outcome for a team aiming to return to postseason prominence. The Broncos are in a phase of rebuilding, focusing on developing young talent and accumulating draft capital. Their offensive struggles, with a PFF grade of just 59.8, highlight the need for upgrades, especially at the wide receiver and tight end positions. Trading Engram could free up approximately $15 million in cap space for 2026, which the Broncos intend to use to pursue young free agents and secure additional draft picks. Denver is also investing heavily in their young quarterback, Nix, who showed promising signs with a 62% completion rate and a handful of impressive throws last season. But their receiving core remains underwhelming, with drops and inconsistent route running limiting their offensive potential. Strategic rationale behind the trade asterisk for the Cowboys. Acquiring Engram involves a significant cost, giving up a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick in 2027, but the potential payoff is enormous. An elite tight end can transform an offense, especially when paired with a quarterback like Prescott, who thrives with reliable targets. For Denver, trading Engram makes sense as part of their broader strategy to rebuild, develop young players, and maximize draft assets. They're betting on their young core and cap flexibility to turn things around in the coming seasons. Fitting into the Cowboys' long-term plans. Looking ahead, the Cowboys have around $25 million in cap space for 2026, giving them flexibility to make additional moves to enhance their roster. The addition of Engram could be a catalyst for a more explosive and unpredictable offense, which is crucial in today's NFL where passing efficiency dominates. Advanced analytics and projections asterisk. Expected impact on offensive efficiency. Based on historical data, Adding a top-tier tight end like Engram could boost Dallas's overall offensive efficiency rating by approximately 8–10%. This would translate into more points scored, increased yardage, and more sustained drives. Play calling and scheme adjustments. With Engram on the field, Dallas could incorporate more inline and motion-heavy formations, creating misdirection and confusing defenses. His ability to line up in multiple spots, inline, slot, or split out, gives offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer multiple options to keep defenses guessing. Metrics and mismatch creation. Engram's presence could lead to a 15% increase in mismatches, especially against linebackers and safeties. These mismatches can be exploited with quick passes, screens, or even deep shots, adding layers to Dallas's offensive attack. Super Bowl contention and odds asterisk. Currently, Dallas's Super Bowl odds are around +8-0, reflecting their standing as a solid but not top-tier contender. However, with the integration of a player like Engram, those odds could improve significantly, potentially to around +2–700, making them a serious threat in the postseason. This move could be the difference in close playoff games, especially against defenses adept at neutralizing traditional weapons. Engram's ability to win contested catches in tight windows could be the X-factor in high-stakes moments. Deep dive into key players mentioned asterisk. Dak Prescott asterisk. The franchise quarterback, entering his 9th NFL season, has been a model of resilience and growth. With over 24,000 passing yards and 150 touchdowns in his career, Prescott's leadership and ability to extend plays are vital. His connection with CeeDee Lamb has been a highlight, but adding Engram could diversify his targets and reduce defensive focuses on Lamb. CeeDee Lamb asterisk. The Cowboys' primary receiver, Lamb has emerged as one of the league's top young wideouts. Last season, he posted 300 yards and 9 touchdowns, often making contested catches and showcasing route-running finesse. Engram's arrival could alleviate some pressure on Lamb and open up more one-on-one opportunities. Tony Pollard asterisk. The explosive running back, who averaged over 4.2 yards per carry last season, provides a balanced attack. The threat of Engram in the passing game complements Pollard's speed, forcing defenses to respect both elements. Asterisk. Micah Parsons, the defensive superstar with 13.5 sacks in 2023, is a game-changer on defense. The increased offensive explosiveness with Engram means Parsons and his teammates can focus on pressuring the quarterback and creating turnovers, knowing the offense can sustain drives and keep the defense fresh. Trevon Diggs asterisk. The cornerback, who has shown shutdown skills and a knack for big plays, will benefit from the increased pressure and coverage schemes that come with an upgraded offense, helping to create a balanced team. Expectations for the 2024 season. If the Cowboys manage to secure Engram, expectations will naturally rise. The team's goals should include securing a top seed in the NFC asterisk. With a more potent offense, Dallas could aim for a double-digit win season, perhaps 13-4 or 14-3, which would improve playoff positioning. Deep playoff run. The enhanced offensive versatility could enable Dallas to navigate tough playoff defenses and reach the NFC Championship game and possibly beyond. Super Bowl aspirations. The ultimate goal remains, and Engram's addition could be the final piece to unlock that potential. Potential challenges and risks asterisk. Of course, such a move involves risks. High draft capital cost. Giving up a first-round pick in 2026 is significant, especially considering the unpredictability of draft prospects and player development. Injury concerns. Engram has had hamstring issues. If injuries persist, the return on investment diminishes. Adjustment period asterisk. Integrating a new player into the offense requires chemistry and scheme adjustments, which could temporarily disrupt flow. Cap implications. While the trade involves draft picks, contract negotiations and salary cap management will be critical to ensure the team remains flexible for future moves. Conclusion, a game-changer for Dallas. In summary, the potential acquisition of Evan Engram represents a bold and strategic move for the Dallas Cowboys. His skill set aligns perfectly with their offensive philosophy, and his presence could be the catalyst that transforms their season from good to great. The move, if finalized, would send ripples through the NFC East and the entire league, establishing Dallas as a true Super Bowl contender once again. This offseason has been about building and upgrading, and the Cowboys seem determined to leverage every opportunity to maximize their championship window. Fans should be excited, as this could be the move that defines the 2024 season and beyond. The NFL is a league of inches and moments, and with Engram in the fold, the Cowboys are positioning themselves to make plenty of both. Final thoughts and call to action. As we wait for official confirmation, keep your eyes on Dallas and Denver. The NFL landscape is always shifting, but one thing is clear. The Dallas Cowboys are making moves, and their pursuit of greatness is as fierce as ever. Stay tuned for more updates, analysis, and breakdowns, because this offseason could be one for the history books. And remember, your support matters. Drop your comments, share this content with fellow Cowboys fans, and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest news, rumors, and expert insights. Let's keep the passion alive and get ready for what could be a historic season. Go Cowboys!